Hello, and welcome to episode 14 of What Happens in the Neighbourhood. I'm here with my very good friend Patience. Patience, how's it going this week?
It's going amazing. How is it going with you?
It's going amazing. Yes, not so bad. It's lovely and rainy here in London. What's it like up there?
Oh, it's windy, but it's a bit cloudy. It's not raining.
No.
But I've not been outside. I've only been on my chair since this morning.
Ah, I think it's safe to
Yeah.
say the summer is already over.
Oh my God, did you hear that we're gonna have a heat wave on the 12th of August? It's gonna be 32 degrees Celsius. But like 32 degrees here is different from like a bird. It's gonna be very hot.
Wow.
Yeah.
32. Yeah, that just sounds uncomfortable. Why can't we just have it right in England? Like where it's like not too hot, not too cold, you know? Why has it always got to be freezing or like exhaustively boiling? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I think just the weather just decides whatever it feels like, really. Maybe it's just going through like a phase.
It is, yeah. The weather's
Yeah.
like having a tantrum at the moment, but yeah, there you go. Anyway, moving on to happier news. The Women's World Cup has been going on and it's going on until the 20th of August. So, in this episode, we are going to be discussing the Women's World Cup. We're going to be discussing a couple of agony aunt stories that I've found around friend dilemmas. They're very interesting. I'll be very interested to hear your opinions on those, Patients.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we're going to speak about Hikinjo a little bit. And in fact, we're going to speak about why Hikinjo is so fantastic for when you're organizing a party, whether it's a birthday party or a summer party, whatever it is, a wedding. Hikinjo is the place to be. So looking forward to going through that. And also, we've got Jaceline's section coming up, and she will be letting us know about the wonderful places in London that you can sit and watch the World Cup. We're talking about the really big screens and the cocktail deals and all that kind of thing. So, Jaceline's got a huge list of places that you guys can visit. And then we're going to be talking about some events, upcoming events that are coming up over the next few weeks that you guys can attend. So yeah, that's this week's episode. Let's get started. So, Patience, have you been watching any of the Women's World Cup games at all?
I have, and I have to say I'm not a football fanatic like that.
No.
But yes, I've been keeping up like different games. I watched the Portugal one. That was pretty good. Um,
I've been watching some
mm,
of the games and we've had some real big scores. I should imagine these
mm,
scores are much bigger than we had in the last Men's World Cup anyway. For example, on
mm.
Saturday, Sweden beat Italy 5-0. Pretty
Oh,
amazing.
like that.
On
Yeah.
Sunday, Norway beat the Philippines 6-0.
That one I saw that one. That was painful to watch.
Yeah, you start to feel sorry for these teams, don't you? A little bit.
No, it's one of those things like you train. I can imagine the mental stress they go through. They train so much for the world to play this one game that could, like put them on the map in a different level, like or
Yeah,
gain a different type of respect from it as well.
yeah.
And then you come out of it and you've not scored one goal. It's I would be depressed for a day personally because
Oh, I'll be
but
depressed for about a year. Yeah,
then I'll go back and train as soon as I'm done feeling sorry for myself for like an hour or so
yeah.
because there's no way my team is gonna lose. I'm kind of I guess I'm the kind of person but that's how I would do it. But that was painful to watch. I watched the one with like Costa Rica and Zambia. That was on Monday.
Okay, what was the score there?
It was 3-1. Three to Zambia and Costa Rica won.
Okay.
And Japan, do you know what? Japan has been doing really well, Like I watched it play with Zambia and they won as well. And then I watched them playing with with Spain, and they won as well, like 4-0.
Japan are doing really well, unlike their
Yeah.
neighbors, China, who
How's
unfortunately
China
lost.
doing?
China in the last game to England, funny
Hmm.
enough, they lost 1-6.
Wait, but
And
they scored one.
they scored one. It was a penalty,
Yeah.
actually,
Oh,
but they did
okay.
score one. And on the same day, the Netherlands beat Vietnam 7-0.
I saw that. I
And
saw
I
that as
think,
well.
I think, as you were saying earlier, it should get to the point. If you scored 4 goals, don't score anymore because you're just going to humiliate the other team. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
you've won the
Just
game. You
pass
don't
us a
need.
ball.
That's it. You don't need to score anymore. You know, that's just being nasty. So yeah, I think there should be a new rule. But yeah, no, it's
No, it won't be fair though. Like imagine training all of that just to be told, oh yeah, once you go past four, you're gonna
yeah,
have to give credit to the other team. It's
just
like,
nasty
no, I don't
otherwise.
care.
Oh well. But yeah, so lots of games going on this week as well. We have Germany and South Korea and Colombia and Morocco. That's on Thursday. But yeah, so it's all going on until the 20th of August anyway. And yeah, it seems to be going pretty well. Have you managed to watch any in public yet in the pubs or the sports bars?
No, I think no, no.
No.
I think I'm gonna have to wait until we all get to watch it with our community, like
Yeah.
everyone is coming,
Well,
because I
check the app because we'll be organizing something very soon. So keep your eyes peeled on the app. Just on the note of the English football team winning 6-1, I thought this is really inspirational. I found an article that mentioned what these heroic players were doing before they were football players. And it's quite inspirational,
Mm.
really, because Lucy Bronze, for example, the fantastic right back, worked at Domino's Pizza, and
Oh wow,
she had a bar job as well. So she was holding down those jobs as she was training, in between training and stuff.
that's
Um,
work ethic. I'm here for it.
it is. It's very inspirational. Then we have Mary Earps, the goalkeeper. She works part-time in a cinema. Beth England, her name is Beth England, funny enough. She
Mm.
had a job in a fish and chip shop. Lucky she didn't eat too many because otherwise she would not be playing for England. Yes.
Okay, that
Um,
must have been a lot of self-discipline because I would have been piking on pounds.
yeah, it's quite inspirational that, those players who are doing so well now started off in fairly meager positions in life and look where they are now. So there's hope for everybody. Okay, so next we are going to move on to a couple of agony aunt stories that I have found on Tinternet this week, and they are based around friend dilemmas because the Hikinjo app is all about friendship and community. So I would thought this would be an interesting thing to bring up, and I'd love to know your opinions on these patients, but also the opinions of anyone who's listening. Please send us a message and let us know what you would do. But here we go. So this is from the Mirror. It says here, my friend's excuse for missing my big 40th birthday celebration was pathetic. And that's the headline. So here we go.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
quite a strong headline, eh? So
Very.
buckle in. So it says here, I've been suffering from long COVID and couldn't celebrate my 40th birthday a few months ago. So recently I arranged for a few of my friends and their husbands to go out for dinner, which my husband and I were paying for. But one of my friends suggested the venue and made a huge fuss about how great it was. But the night before the dinner, she sent a weird text saying that she wouldn't be able to come because their babysitter had cancelled. The text left no room for offers to help. She basically shut down the conversation. I was really hurt and couldn't help feeling the babysitter thing was just an excuse. Everyone else had gone to a lot of trouble to arrange childcare, and we had hired a minibus and driver to take us and bring us home. It says here, I don't know if it's something to do with me battling ill health for months, but I have a low tolerance for being messed about, so I've kind of backed off on her. We were really good friends. She's probably my best local friend, and it feels weird that she can't be honest with me. Am I making too much of this? I'd love your opinion. So, what do you think of that, Patience?
Okay, so I think we need to like let's just take 5 steps back, right? So first of all, the one that wrote the message, she's been ill for a while, and through that, she's just kind of learned to not put up with certain things from people, right?
No, it's the woman who had the 40th birthday party. She has been the ill one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she's the one that wrote the message as well, right?
The so she invited one of her best local friends to
Mm-hmm.
come to the 40th, but the local friend the night before sent a message saying that the babysitter had let them down, so they could not
Okay.
attend. And she feels like it's a very flimsy excuse, and she doesn't think it's truthful. Would you
But
be?
does she
Mm,
have a child herself?
um, I don't. It doesn't state here whether she does actually. I don't think.
Okay.
No.
Um, Honestly, okay, let's just assume she doesn't have a child.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know how old the child is because
Mm,
that's not giving that context as well. So it's kind of hard for you to kind of like make an assumption
yeah.
because it's literally going to be just an assumption, not a fact or anything that's based on that.
Yeah.
But however, it sounds like maybe the friend that wrote the message didn't really like, as in like the one that wrote like, oh, is my friend being whatever, didn't give the other friend the chance to communicate, but also I think it goes both ways. I think the boys should give each other a chance to just say, hey, I don't want to come, or hey, I would like to come, but I feel like I'd rather be with my daughter on this day. And it should be okay for within the friendship to say, you know what, I know it's your birthday, but I'm going through my own stuff and I don't want to come and be a bit of a party pooper. Like I would appreciate that a lot more than someone just not just shutting down the entire thing, like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna come, that's it, period. I'm not gonna explain why, I'm not gonna go into the nitty and gritty of it, like, like I would appreciate that a lot more than just, yeah, I'm not coming and there's
Yeah.
nothing else to it, because it's kind of saying to me, I don't want to
That's saying,
go.
yeah, exactly. And I agree with you. And if someone says they just don't, I mean, it would be better if they just said, look, I don't fancy coming. I'm really sorry. You're a really
That's
great
it,
friend,
yeah,
but I'm not in the
exactly,
mood, and I'll arrange something special for you next weekend or whenever
yeah,
you're free. That will be more honest.
exactly.
And there you go.
Yeah, because maybe the baby is like, maybe they having like separation anxiety with the baby. But if you just say it's nothing to do with the baby, it's nothing to do with anyone, it's nothing to do with whatever.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be there. Maybe I'm dealing with social anxiety. And you get a lot of people to just sometimes not show up because they just don't want to.
Yeah, that
Um,
should be honestly,
and
that
they
should
should
be
be
a thing.
honest.
You should not
Yeah.
you should not have to come up with a reason. Like, I just don't want to go. I have no reasons for
Yeah.
not wanting to go, but I just honestly don't want to go. Yeah,
That's it.
that should be a thing.
And
Um,
that should give her the clarity of like, okay, do I want to continue this friendship or not?
yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Well, that was very good advice. And as I say, if you're listening and you've got anything to add to that, please let us know. And the second and final one I have here, this is a
Mhm.
really good one. You'll love this headline. My best friend is so bitter, I want to fire her as my maid of honor.
Why would I love that one? I've never been married.
Well, I don't know. I don't know why I said that. I have no idea why I said that. So it says here, I'm due to get married in September, but I've had a
Mm.
huge falling out with my maid of honor, who's been my best friend since we were at college. It's spoiling my enjoyment of the run up to the wedding. I wish I could just erase her from the day and ask somebody else to step in, but it feels too late as she's already having a dress made and is very involved in the preparations. Basically, she just hasn't been very nice to me. She's angry and bitter, which I'm guessing comes from the fact that she's been single for many years. She constantly undermines me and says my ideas for the wedding are rubbish. Then
Oh
on,
wow.
on my hen weekend, she got very drunk and made a very nasty speech. She dragged up my past relationships and topped it off by saying how amazed everyone is that I'm getting married before her because she was always the hot one. I've barely spoken to her
Sheesh.
since. Yeah, what can I do? The
Wow.
truth is, she is very attractive, but she has a mean, unforgiving side, and I want to tell her that this is probably why she's still single. Please help.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay, let's hear your side first. That's
Um,
interesting.
yeah, I would say uh ditch her. I
Hmm.
would say ditch her because, I mean, if she's meant to be your maid of honor, you don't want your maid of honor saying things like that. And goodness knows if she does a speech, what she's going to say after a few Prosecco's. So I would say ditch her and find somebody who's nice to you. You know,
Mm.
no friend should be saying I was the hot one and stuff like that, and dragging up your past relationships. Not very
And
nice.
it doesn't matter if you were the hot one. Like it, nobody
It doesn't
cares.
matter. And any friend
Yeah,
thinking I'm the hot one is not a real friend. So yes, that's what I would do.
exactly.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so my opinion would be pretty much what Andrew said and find better friends. That's all.
Find better friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that I'm the hot one out of all my friends, but
Oh wow.
I don't go around, I don't go
So
around
you
saying
should
it.
know it, but like you just keep it to
I
yourself,
keep it to
basically.
myself, you know, because I'm
Okay.
nice like that. I'm a nice guy.
Well,
So
look at you doing community work. Wow.
yeah, I'm just doing my bit for the world, you know.
You're just doing everything for us.
Yeah,
We're so
yeah.
lucky.
Yeah, so me and Patience both agree that we would find a better maid of honor, and good luck to you, and hope the wedding goes well, and you have many happy
Yeah,
years together.
congratulations. Yeah.
Congratulations. So now we are going to talk about Hikinjo for a little bit. And this week we thought we would talk about hiring for parties and how the app can be used to give you the best party in the whole world, basically. Because at your fingertips, you have access to a wealth of talented professionals in your area that can all be put to use to help your party be a great and memorable one. So, patience, first of all,
Yeah.
there's a lot of stresses when it comes to organizing a party, don't you think?
Yeah, I personally don't like planning for anything. So I think, do you know when you find I'm like that friend that like to just show up and enjoy the trip or like enjoy the party and
Yeah,
contribute like whether it's financially or you need me to send you this money, I can do that.
yeah,
But planning for it, that's stressful. Like project management itself, it's already hard enough. Now you want me to plan for a party.
yeah,
That's just another project that I don't need on my hands.
I
But
agree.
I
Yeah,
do have friends that enjoy that. And they do it so well that I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is like heaven for my brain because you're just you just know what you're doing and it's so nice when someone is really good at it because
yeah,
then you're like, oh my gosh, why should I bother doing it the half-ass when I can just get somebody else who knows how to do it. And sometimes like I'm like, listen, I'll pay you. And they're like, no, it's okay, I enjoy doing it. And I'm like, for free?
wow,
Wow.
wow.
That's nice.
That is
Wait.
nice. Yeah,
Mm.
and I mean, as I've got older, I've kind of realized how many stresses there can be when organizing a party. And some people just are not natural born organizers, and that's okay.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's really all right.
But some people are. So that's where the app comes in handy because not
Exactly.
not only can you hire um people to help out with the big day, but you can actually hire local party organizers in your area as well. Why do you think that hiring locally is beneficial for a party? And what makes it better than hiring from afar?
Okay. So there is the I don't know if anyone knows, but there's gonna be this thing. where like you're gonna be limited to like going to other cities. I
Mm.
forgot what the project is called, but I think it's coming in
Oh yeah.
sometime soon in the next 10 years. And the whole point of it is to reduce pollution and just like like because in I think during the pandemic, the air pollution and like the impact of it it went down very significant amount. And
Yeah.
as soon as everything started getting back up, it went up a significant amount as well.
Yeah.
So with hiring local, you're contributing to the environment without intentionally doing it or directly doing it, because that person can easily just walk to your house. They use less petrol or less time as well for them to come and help you out. Another thing would be it's cheaper. It's more affordable to do things locally than it is to do it somewhere else, because most of the time if you're hiring like an event planner that's outside, that you need to pay for the transportation,
Mm.
you need to pay for different things. The communication is probably a lot more complicated than if it was someone that's local to you, because you can meet in person whenever and discuss your plans and show what your vision is and what you want. And they can easily come to your house and be like, okay, I can see that you need this, you need that, this is where I can get it. And by hiring someone locally, you can also indirectly support other businesses, because then they would also be out. Usually, most of the time, they outsource to local vendors as
Hmm.
well that provide like balloons or that supply different types of stuff, like whatever they need for the party. So in that way, you're not only just helping your local community or you should do your local economy, you're also gonna make it like a friend that's like a long term. So you're also helping them with their income as well. And you could even like make a friend along the way as well. You never know.
Yeah, that's it. And then you've got a party organizer friend for life, which is always fun, I should imagine.
Yeah,
Um,
everyone needs a friend like that.
yeah. Yeah, so now for the exciting stuff. What kind of professionals would you hire or could you hire via Hikinjo for a birthday celebration?
Well, I think you just say like a birthday event planner, birthday performer, someone that can come in. If
You
you
could have
like,
performers, couldn't you? I didn't even think of that.
yeah,
You could have like tribute acts if there's any Elvis
yeah,
impersonators near your area. Yeah, I didn't even think of
exactly.
that. And the other one I thought of is as well as getting your house shipshape and tidied before the event, if you're going to
Hmm.
have a party in your house, you can also get them in the next day, the
Yeah,
cleaners, to clear all the
literally. Even
havoc
on the
and
same
rubbish.
day, like let's
Yeah.
say if the party finishes the nighttime and they have time to come 2 hours later, literally, it's just so
Well, don't do
convenient.
it.
Like,
Don't do it during the party because that is a bit of a
no,
joke. As people
do
are
you know
cleaning up,
what?
as you're trying to have a good time.
That's very passive. Like, okay, it's like trying to tell
Yeah.
people you need to leave without telling them you need to leave. Like, it's very passive aggressive. Like,
Well,
why
there you
would you
go.
invite
If you
cleaners?
there's always a guest that won't leave. So if you're in that situation, call up your local cleaner and say, "Look, can you get round here now?" And then that's it. Yeah.
I feel like you would do that, honestly. You would
Yeah,
do
I
that. You'd be
would.
like, oh
Oh,
no, no, sorry,
100%.
I told them to come a different time.
If you
What am
come
I
to a
gonna do
party
now
of
they're here?
if you come to a party of mine and the cleaners turn up, you know that I don't like you. So yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, cleaners, entertainers. I mean, like, magicians, things like that. Children's entertainers. Oh yeah, the food prep as well. You can hire
Yeah.
lots of chefs and that type of thing. And DJs, if you're looking for somebody to
Mm-hmm.
play some music, I'm sure there's a lot of DJs in your area. So yes, that's a good
There's
one as well.
plenty.
It's plenty. Oh yeah, cake makers as well. That's always
Oh
important.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just wrapping up. If you're organizing or attempting to organize a party and you need some help, please log on to the app, download the app and search your local area for party organizers or anyone that can help with making your party the best ever. Okay, and now we welcome Jasleen to the show. Jasleen, how's it going?
It's going really well. How are you doing?
Yeah, very well, thank you. It's raining quite a lot here in London. I hear that you're in sunny India at the moment.
I just landed today and it's so damn hot here. I think the weather is way better in UK. I'm genuinely missing the UK weather now.
Right, you're going to regret saying that when you're back here, but yeah.
I know that, but I'm allergic to heat. I get sinus. So since
Ah,
the time I've landed here in India, I've just been sneezing and taking medicines.
oh no.
So right
Okay,
now I feel UK is much better for sure.
okay, I'll take it back. I'm gonna sit here and enjoy the rain because that sounds bad. Okay, cool. So,
Okay.
we're in the midst of the Women's World Cup,
Yeah,
and
that's right.
that's right. And due to that, we thought it would be a good idea to go through some of the top places that you can view some of the games over the course of the next 3 weeks. So,
Definitely.
Jaslyn, I've heard you've got some great places lined up. So I'll pass it over to yourself.
Yeah, you're right. The Women's World Cup kicked off in style last week, and there are a couple of places I have in mind where people can go and enjoy the match um, and watch it. So one of them, which is very popular, is Box Park, and Box Park would never. One second, sorry. So I'm gonna read a bit, okay, and you still have to edit it in between. Is that
Yeah, sure,
okay?
sure. Yeah.
Okay, okay. When I say Box Park, there are multiple of these in London. I think three or four of them, and they have DJs, games before kickoff, and so many people are together. They have drinks, and you can watch match on a big screen. Then the other one is Clubhouse 5. Why this place is famous is because if you are scattered all around in London, this is in Leicester Square and it's a sports bar. So all of you can meet. You can meet all your mates scattered around the city of London in the central meeting point, which is Clubhouse 5.
Yeah.
Um, and it's a good place. I've been here before.
Nice.
Then I'm sure a lot of you must have heard about UK's largest beer hall, which is Big Penny Social. So when we talk about all the giant places to watch sports events, we can't go wrong with this place. It's called Big Penny Social, and it also has a 16 feet wide screen.
Wow.
So
Okay.
definitely a go-to place.
Nice.
Then there is if you like sitting outside and and you want to enjoy watching a match,
Mhm.
there is this place called Sea Screens pop up in Spitalfields,
Mm.
but it isn't open, so it's an outdoor screening of the game.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine. If it's not raining, we can do it. Yeah.
if it's not raining, it's really good. But if it's raining, then obviously indoors. And when the sun comes out, so with a chilled beer, you can really enjoy. And this place is full of people during sunny days.
Nice. Excellent.
Okay, so there's a very popular immersive football bar at the O2, and it's a great location to watch Women's World Cup. It's called Toka Social,
Okay.
and since it's a football bar, so they have a lot of fun activities, games, and stuff going on before the match begins.
Oh, great.
They also have a lot of breakfast and lunch options.
Fantastic. That's always good.
Yeah. The another venue that's scattered around London, which provides a perfect setup for Women's World Cup 2023 matches and even for games that kick off as early as 8 a.m. UK time.
Mm.
This bar is called as ETM Sports Bar and Kitchens. So this is again a very popular bar because it has giant screens and you immerse yourself entirely into the battles on the pitches. So it's called ETM Sports Bar and Kitchens.
ETM. And where was that?
ET, ETM. I think there are multiple of them scattered all around London. I think one
Okay.
of them is in Greenwood, Victoria.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
but I'm not very sure about the location, so you'll have to check them out.
Sure.
Then there's a classic boozer for watching sports in London, the Pavilion End. This is quite popular place. I've seen a lot. I've seen my friends post about this place a lot. I haven't been to this one,
Mm.
uh, but this is again a bar, and it's like a British bar, a very English bar. So, um, a very good place to go watch the match again. Okay, so this one, so Andrew, this one is in St. Paul's.
That one's in St. Paul's. Okay, pretty
Yeah,
central then.
it's yeah. So I've tried to figure out most of them in Central. There are a couple of more places like Wepping Tavern in Wepping, and there is one called Bar Kick in Shoreditch. The another one is Bat and Ball Stratford. Bat and Ball is quite a popular place and also a very lively place.
Yeah.
Not only for matches, I think over the weekends. This is one place that catches the attention of all the people living in Stratford, and this was my go-to place when I used to live in Stratford. So somebody
Ah,
who lives in East London, uh, and this is also known as East London Temple of Table Tennis. So there are a lot of games also inside the
yeah,
the pub.
yeah. Okay,
So
okay.
it's yeah. And then there is Beechwood Shoreditch. It's also quite popular for its food, along with the quality of screens that they have.
Excellent.
Yeah, so these are a couple of recommendations from my side. The first five, six that I told are the very popular ones where World Cup has been, they play World Cup every year and they've been playing it for many years.
Yeah,
The other ones are obviously they put screens in near bars also in whatever location you live.
yeah.
So depends on how your mood is that day and,
How your mood
with
is
how
and
many
whether it's
people you are.
raining or not. If it's raining,
Yeah,
then yeah,
exactly. Do you
yeah,
want to sit inside and watch the match with
yeah.
popcorns or some drinks, or you want to
That's
go
it.
out?
Okay. Well, yeah. Thank you very much for the advice, and see you next time.
Yeah, see you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye. Some events I've seen coming up in London in the next couple of weeks, as well as the Women's World Cup. We have Drag Fest London 2023. This is an 18 plus event. And basically, it's an event for drag performers all across the world. They're coming here, and it's on Saturday, the 19th of August, headlined by Danny Beard and their full band, and Jimbo the Clown and the Brat Pack. And it's meant to be a fantastic day and night of drag. So we'll have they'll have a drag market, meet and greets, and fun fair, and much more. So yes, by all means, head over to that. It looks absolutely fantastic. Venue is to be announced, so you just have to Google that nearer the time. We also have the Big Music Weekend, which is a jazz evening on the 11th of August. And that looks absolutely amazing. It says here, don't miss our summer sessions jazz evening. Relax with a drink in hand and soak up some spectacular live jazz sets. And that's going to be absolutely stunning that night. So I might even go myself. That is the Design District in Peninsula Square, London, SC10. Friday, 11th of August from 6 till 11. So that looks like an amazing one as well. And finally, I'll just say one more here. We've got Musical Theatre Raves presents Summer Loving. And it says here, let your hair down and dance through all your favourite stagey songs in this epic theatrical party, featuring live performances from West End stars, lip sync battles, and a full musical theatre DJ set. Musical Theatre Raves is the ultimate night out for musical theatre lovers. So yeah, that looks very fun as well. That's on Sunday the 13th of August from 9 p.m. So yes, that's in Heaven, Villa Street. So if you're in London or you're heading to London around those dates, download the app and see if anyone else is around and get connected and enjoy. Thank you, Patience, for joining me for episode 14. Hope everybody has a fantastic week ahead, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Thank you, guys.